Here at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., the place where Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech in 1963. Early plans are for the memorial to be completed before the end of the century. Joining us now to talk about the proposed Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial is Kenneth Clark of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, the oldest and largest black fraternity in the country. Hello, Mr. It is Kenneth Clark. Mr. Clark, can you tell us, is there a room up there where you want to put another memorial near the Lincoln Memorial, or are you going to have to be farther away than you'd like from Martin Luther King's famous spot?
At this point, I don't think we know the exact spot. It would be ideal to be up there near the memorial, but there are a number of other memorials in that area. So that will come out as part of the overall design process that we have to go through with Congress and get some space allocated.
I'm kind of remembering back to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. There was a long process of design submissions, and then a jury picked a design. And is that the process that you will have to go through?
Right, exactly. In January, we'll be kicking off a design competition, and we hope to have that competition completed in the summer of 1997. Do you have any idea about size and scale, or is this all part of the federal review process for that ground? I think that will be part of the federal review. We're in the process now of working with some architects, with some other people who have worked on other memorials to get a good idea as to what this is really going to entail. But many of those details have yet to be worked out.
What about, have you run into any resistance to the idea, even the idea of a monument?
I don't think so. It's taken us 12 years to get the bill through Congress. That has been an interesting ordeal for us. But other than that, I think everyone seems to be very much in favor of getting the memorial built.
Who is we anyway? Alpha Phi Alpha, the oldest and largest black fraternity. I presume you mean college fraternity in the country?
Well, Alpha Phi Alpha is the oldest college fraternity, founded at Cornell University in 1906. However, we do have graduate chapters, so we have over 1,000 chapters. Probably 2/3 of those are undergraduate chapters, and the rest are graduate chapters. And so when I say we, the fraternity, both graduate and undergraduates combined. Also, the project has had wide support in the community, so we don't think we'll have any problem at all moving ahead.
Well, tell me about this. You and your fellow fraternity members decided this might be a good idea 12 years ago. Did you anticipate you'd spend 12 years at least getting to the point where somebody said, okay?
Not at all. We really expected it to be approved some time ago, but somehow it never made the top priority list in Congress. We really thank Congressman Connie Morella this year, who made a very impassioned plea to push it through Congress, along with help from Congressman Julian Dixon from California, Senator John Warner from Virginia, as well as Paul Sarbanes from Maryland, who has been with the project right from the beginning.
Mr. Clark, we just got a minute left, so maybe you can tell me, give me an idea, if it were up to you today, what would this memorial be? What would it look like? What do you think it has to impart to the people who would come to see it?
Martin Luther King was such a large figure in American history, and I think that the memorial needs to be expansive, something that's representative of all of his visions for America. The memorial really should symbolize the struggle for African Americans in this country, as well as other minorities, bringing the country to its full vision of true democracy for everyone. I'm looking for something that will be very, very symbolic of Dr. King's legacy.
All right, Kenneth Clark of Alpha Phi Alpha, the Martin Luther King Memorial Project. It is a go. This is MSNBC. We'll be back right after this break. Stay with us.
You're connected to MSNBC.